I've had my fair share of ups and downs with money. Between my 20s and my current age of 34, I've tried different work approaches. Sometimes I worked as an employee for small or big companies. Sometimes I worked as a self-employed freelancer. And at one point, I even had a mini video production team. Some years I made good money. Other times, not so much. But no matter how much money I earned, I somehow ended up broke a few times. That's when I decided to take a hard look at my financial behavior, figure out what mistakes I kept repeating, and work on changing my mindset and financial habits. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just here to share my experience, my mistakes that I made, so you don't make the same mistakes I did. If I'd known these lessons 10 years ago, my financial life would look a lot different. Lesson number 1. Pay yourself first, which means save first, then spend. This one's my favorite. People think that paying yourself is buying something for yourself. That's how I thought too. I valued having things over having money. But when you buy something, you're not paying yourself, you're actually paying the merchant or the producer of the thing. Paying yourself means literally giving money to yourself, as if you were a boss paying yourself a paycheck. Paying yourself means saving or investing a chunk of your income before anything else. It doesn't need to be huge, you can start at least with 10%. Put that money into savings or investments, or better yet, do both. It forces you to build your financial security first, to build a cushion for emergencies. And believe me, that peace of mind is priceless. I remember times, especially when I had an above average stable income, and I thought it would stay the same or even grow inevitably. I carelessly spent all my money for whatever I wanted, relying on getting my next paycheck. But when I had crisis periods, I found myself with no savings and I had to urgently seek new jobs or new projects just to survive. It brought a lot of stress into my life. So the key takeaway, by paying yourself first, you're building a solid foundation for your future, ensuring that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. Lesson number 2, gain assets, not things. And this one took me a while to understand. By the way, what is asset? Asset is something that puts money in your pocket. It can either generate income or increase in value over time, helping you build your financial wealth. For example, a rental property that brings in monthly income, stocks that can appreciate, a business that earns you profit, or intellectual property like works of art or online courses that can generate royalties or sales. But things, on the other hand, are just possessions that don't create financial value for you. They may improve your lifestyle and satisfy your wants, but usually they cost you money without giving any financial value back. And there's a great piece of advice: build assets first, then improve your lifestyle. It's better to have $1,000 in a cheap $5 wallet than having $5 in an expensive $1,000 wallet. And here are 2 pills new. You can make your life better by endlessly buying things, or you can make your life better by building your assets, increasing your income, and achieving your financial freedom. Which will you choose? Lesson number 3. Produce more, consume less. And this one is very important, especially nowadays, because we live in a world that constantly tells us we need the latest gadgets, fancy clothes, or dream vacations to feel happy, to feel satisfied. And the more we buy, the more we feel we need to work harder just to keep up with this lifestyle, to cover the expenses. And that's a vicious cycle, because then we need more things to buy to feel balance to feel satisfied because we work harder and we feel more stress. But here's the truth. External things can't bring you lasting happiness. The more you are content inside yourself, the less things you need from outside. For me, what helps me stay relaxed and balanced without craving more stuff is ancient Chinese practice Qigong. If you are curious, check out my video Qigong for Deep Relaxation, where I share simple exercises from Qigong that help me feel happier and more at peace. And now let's go back to money. You are either creating value, building something, learning a skill, offering a service, or you are consuming value created by others. And it's as simple as this. If you're consuming more than you're producing, you're stuck in that scarcity mindset. But if you produce more value for others than you consume values created by others, your wealth will naturally grow. You need to drive a wedge between value consumption and value creation. And even when you're not spending money, like when you're watching YouTube videos, you're still paying with your time and your energy, your attention. So focus on creating and adding value and avoid getting caught up in consuming without purpose. The goal should be to create and sustain your wealth, not just spend it. Lesson number 4. Improve your self-assessment and your beliefs about yourself and about money. Alright, here is a big one. So big, in fact, that I might make a whole separate video on it. But the main idea is this. Your mindset about money and about yourself can have a huge impact on your financial life. If you think money is bad or you don't deserve it, guess what? Even if you make money, you will likely find a way to lose it. I used to have limiting beliefs like money is not important, or I'm not good enough to be wealthy, or even I'm too good to be wealthy. Yes, there are a lot of strange variations of how we can have messed up attitude toward money. But once I let go of those and believed I deserved to have financial success, my self-perception, my goals, my actions shifted in a big way. And here is a simple exercise. I encourage you to stop the video when you will do this exercise. Ask yourself a simple question. What do you really believe about money? Do you believe that you deserve to live a happy and wealthy, successful life? Do you see money as something that makes you greedy or a bad person? Or do you view it as a tool for your freedom and security? Make a pause from this video and ask yourself these questions. And feel free to share your thoughts and beliefs about money in the comments below. And the final lesson, lesson number 5. Choose carefully whose advice you listen to. This is one of the most underrated lessons I've learned. Your social circle has a huge influence on your financial mindset. If you are hanging out with people who think that money is for rich and lucky, or who overspend just to keep up with the Joneses, that mindset will rub off on you. Of course, I know that our family and friends mean well, but when it comes to money advice, just look at their lifestyle. If someone is constantly stressed about money or living paycheck to paycheck, maybe they're not the best person to take advice from. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to be better, both financially and personally. YouTube channels and bloggers can help you with this as well. I remember in my early 20s when I worked as an administrator manager at a pizza delivery store. One day, one of our delivery drivers shared us something surprising. When he delivered pizzas to poor or middle-class neighborhoods, customers usually gave him decent tips. But in a luxury neighborhood where rich people lived, they didn't give him much. And one man even meticulously counted the change down to the last small coin. At first I was surprised. But then it hit me. Maybe This very mindset about money, being meticulous and thoughtful about every dollar, is what helps those people to stay focused on their bigger financial goals. Perhaps their attention to detail in the small things contributes to building their wealth in a larger scale. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give tips or help others when you can, but I encourage you to be mindful of your own finances and the advice you take from others. Are you learning from people who manage their money wisely and who are financially disciplined? Or you follow those who overspend and avoid tracking their money? And here is my conclusion. If I had known these lessons 10 years ago, I would have been in a very different place financially. But I'm grateful that at least I know them now. If you are starting your financial journey, remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how you manage it. Start with these basics. Pay yourself first, build assets first, then improve your lifestyle. Create more value for other people, improve your mindset, and be picky about the advice you listen to. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.